Well, Stephen, another week is flying by us once more. We're looking ahead to a couple of games this weekend. So take us into the locker room and how the mood is around the guys right now.
Yeah, it's we get these weeks here. We get full weeks of practice in, so for our team right now, it's a good thing and get to work on stuff and yeah, just get ready for the big weekend here. It's a big weekend.
It sure is. We'll get into that shortly, but just a quick reflection on last weekend. Another tough one, certainly results-wise. But what positives have you taken from the games against Fife and Sheffield, and how do you build on from them?
Yeah, I think the goal was, especially in the Fife game, we're having a little trouble scoring and want to create those chances and shots. And I think we did that against Fife, and we just you've got to find a way to put them in the net right now. It's kind of been a struggle of ours, and something we're working at, and I think that's gonna help our game a lot. The Sheffield game, we get up there and made a game of it in the second. We had a couple big power play goals, and it was just you get into the third and some penalty kills that they were able to take advantage of, and would have been nice to see us give a little more pushback in the third for sure.
Now, you've been in the job for a few weeks now, Stephen. Are you starting to see things kind of knit together a bit? Are you starting to see more gelling as you look at the team from a somewhat different position?
Yeah, you definitely look at it from a different position, but it's one of those things where throughout the practice weeks and going into the weekend, we're feeling good. When you're positioned like this, I mean, you got to look at the positives and try to help fix the negatives. But I think we have a positive feeling going into the weekend, and just can't get away from certain things, but other parts of the game, scoring goals, things like that, and I think that starts as well with we still got to defend well and keep the pucks at our net, and hopefully that leads to more offense.
Now, you yourself returned to playing last weekend. You came back against Fife after missing out through injury the last few weeks. So how are you finding the dual role of being on the ice but being the coach at the same time?
Yeah, it was nice to finally get back in the lineup, and that's kind of been a bit of an issue here with the injuries, and it'd be nice to get all that sorted out. But no, it was like I've always said with Dyson and Sean Boutin and myself, we all work together, and Boot's not playing right now. He's stepped up in a big way, and takes pressure off. For instance, this weekend me and Dyson were playing, so it's always nice to have the three of us working together.
That kind of leads into my next question, is the fact you've got Dyson on the ice with you as well, doing what he does. You've got Sean on the bench. You had Nolan Laporte alongside him last week. So how much more reliance is put on those guys in helping you out, given that you're in the middle of a game and focused, I suppose, on that a lot?
Game days, basically, I'm gearing up as a player. There's obviously things, we do as a group to get ready for the game, whether, the pre-scouts and the practices and the video, but, it's kind of nice having all of us in it together. So on game day, I mean, your big focus is playing, and that's kind of a good little setup we have for sure.
Now, the injuries are starting to clear up a bit. We've mentioned the fact you've returned. Brad Kennedy's returned, among others as well. So is that starting to make life a little bit easier for you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, obviously in any sport, it's tough dealing with injuries. It's part of the game. Throughout the season, I'm sure it's going to happen to a lot of teams. We just got kind of hit there pretty hard with it, but you just got to manage it. I mean, you can't really do too much about about certain injuries, it's I mean, some days you're just kind of looking, who do we have tonight, right? Where it's obviously it'd be a lot nicer as a team for us to have a full lineup every night, but that's part of the game. And yeah, I mean, we're hoping to keep getting bodies back and get our way towards a full roster.
So on to the weekend. Coventry up first on Saturday. Coventry Blaze, a team that you've run close, I think, in previous fixtures so far. So what could be the difference in making sure you can get the 2 points this Saturday?
Well, yeah, I mean, every game for us right now, I mean, it's no secret we got to start getting some wins on the board, and I think the big thing for us is just preparing as a team, and obviously we've got to hit the back of the net more throughout the game, and take a little pressure off our defensive play, and that's going to be a big part of it. Creating scoring chances, getting some traffic, and just keep the work rate up though for 60 minutes. I think that's a big thing, getting a full 60 minutes.
And of course, they're a team that have got good offense, a talented goalie. They're good at grinding things out as well. So where can you beat them? Where can you make the difference?
Yeah, I mean, they've had a good start for sure. Especially against Coventry, special teams plays an important role. They've got some dangerous guys there, so we're going to have to stay out of the penalty box, and I think getting the couple power play goals last game was huge. Just kind of try to get that back on the right track, but like you said, they play hard. It's going to be a tough 60 minutes, and we got to be ready.
And just finally, it's off to Manchester on Sunday. It's a venue that's got a smaller rink. You're more than experienced, of course, in having played there. How much adjustment does that need then when it comes to preparing the team and how you play?
Yeah, things happen quick in Manchester. It's a smaller rink. It's sometimes a good venue to play where you got to be ready. Things happen quick. It's going to be physical, lots of shots, and I think you just have to go in there with a shooting mentality. There's really no bad shots from anywhere in the ice up at that rink, and you just got to be ready to go. It's going to be a tough rink to play in.